Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Friday, July 5th, 2024. I've been doing a countdown of my favorite video games of all time through each day of the year, and coming in at number 180 is Fat Princess. Unfortunately, this was a game I could not find a way to play anymore. It seems you can play it if you still have it installed on a console you downloaded it to, but I have not been able to find a way to get the game legally or otherwise, which is a shame because this game rocks. The game pits two kingdoms against each other in a match of capture the flag, only in this case the flag is your princess. You must rescue your princess and return her to your castle. There's a handful of ways to make it harder for your opponent to grab their princess from your castle. Obviously, there's combat, and you can upgrade your castle with siege weaponry and better defenses, but most importantly, there's cake! Go out into the map and find slices of cake to feed to your captive princess, fattening her up to make her harder to carry. A slower trip means more opportunities to intercept the would-be rescuer and recapture their princess, after all. There are 6 player classes in Fat Princess, and they all feel pretty different. Everyone starts off as a standard villager, but you can go into buildings within your castle town to pick up a profession. That being said, there's still uses to the villager, namely, they're the fastest class, making them ideal for carrying your princess, provided the rest of the team can protect you. Critical to the success of your team is the worker. In fact, one of my favorite parts of the game is the idea that not every class is about combat, and some just need to work in the background to fuel your war machine. It's awesome and promotes great teamwork. The worker can gather the supplies necessary to upgrade your town, and of course, do the upgrading. Next is the 3 really combat-oriented classes, Warrior, Ranger, and Mage. They're pretty simple, with Warrior focusing on melee combat, Ranger on, well, range, and Mage also focuses on range but is more of a glass cannon and can do area of effect attacks. Grouping a handful of mages together lets you really bombard an area. Lastly is Priest, which can channel a healing beam to your allies or do a burst area of effect heal. Critical to the game is upgrading your buildings. If you upgrade the buildings for each playable class, they can get upgraded as well. Most of them just get better gear and more flexible abilities, but Priest is really interesting, allowing you to transform into a Dark Priest that drains life from your foes. They actually added a few more classes with DLC, though I don't remember if I played with them back in the day. There's a magic cube you can smash to turn yourself into a giant ninja or pirate, and they each have their own special strengths and weaknesses. Personally, I thought adding more classes wasn't really needed, because the main 6 all felt really well balanced to begin with. In addition to capturing your princess from your opponent's castle, there's many towers throughout the map. You will fight over those and basically do King of the Hill to recapture them, and they are excellent defense points for you to be able to shoot at enemies from above, say with a ranger or a mage. It makes traversing the map really difficult and is very important to the strategy of the game. I like that there is a lot of nuance to the ways you can tackle things. You can be really aggressive, and if your team's all on the same page at least, really just kind of rush the opponent's castle, or you can play really defensively and kind of play a war of attrition and just inch your way forward with a really defensive march. It's a shame there doesn't appear to be a good way to play Fat Princess anymore, and if I'm totally wrong on that, please let me know. But for now, you can join me tomorrow as I talk about my 179th favorite game, where I get inside other people's heads.